Hey, morning people out there in the world, planet Earth. Michelle coming through. Don't worry about the sun in my eyes and the coloring. It doesn't matter. Just listen to my voice. I'm pretty and cute and all that. So you don't need to necessarily see my face. Just want to have some fun too. Because no matter what, no matter what, um, no matter what's going on, whether there's storm, sun, rain, or snow, there are still things that we are going to be responsible for and accountable for and face consequences for. So attempting to escape from all of that it causes more of a swirling in the abyss than necessary. We're all going to be swirling in the abyss of chaos and discord and destruction. That's just what's going to happen because of the cause and effect. The cause and effect, the boomerang effect, the reaping what we've sown, and refusing to listen to messengers that have come through space and time over the course of space and time to assist us, to guide us, and to help us. However, the forces, which are many forces of energy, or forces of forces, whether you call them evil or not, will continue to interfere and cause mayhem. Each factor on your planet, in your universe, have their functions. They have their jobs. And for them, they see it as the things that they're supposed to do. And they're not considering consequences a lot of times. That's what a lot of people do. They don't they figure consequences is on somebody else. The consequences are not on me. I'm a rich white man. No, or I'm a high level executive. I'm a prestigious scientist, expert. So the consequences are not going to be with me because I'm too intelligent to experience destruction and mayhem. That's the delusion a lot of us live in. We get so attached to all of that, our titles, our personas, and we always feel like, I got enough money to get out of this. I know I have billions of followers. I'm going to be fine. Ain't nothing going to happen. We have a lot of delusion. We have massive delusion going on, unfortunately. And until we start dealing with the reality of the situation, it's just going to lessen the load of the unnecessary experiences of what, like people call it negative, but the effects of it, it's going to, I'm going to give you some tips. That's the point I'm making. I'm going to give you some tips that have helped me to manage, the cause and effects, whether I caused them or other people caused them. At any rate, I need to get to a point of neutralizing all of that. And that way I can see clearly now, things are happening. And the quicker and the sooner we get in touch with our natural senses of perceiving, sensing, and get out of beliefs and get out of delusion, it'll just make life bearable. Or for some people like myself, despite what's going on, I'm joyful. And again, I feel magnificent. Now, does that mean I don't get sick? I rarely get sick, but does that mean that I won't get sick? Doesn't mean I won't experience some anger and sadness and all this and that and the other. My lips look dry, but they're not. It's just the sun and the light for those who pay attention to that kind of stuff. Whether somebody's teeth are white enough, whether their lips are moist enough. It's okay. I love it. But anyway, let me just give you some tips. Okay, good. Just inspecting the environment so that so that I don't get distracted. Let me give you some tips on how I understand it. I'm going to explain it in just simple terms. I'm not going to be all over using all these unscientific words. You know how these experts do that. They throwing all these these words out, to further confuse people and give you that perception that they are experts and they know what the hell they're talking about. They know, see, that you don't know what the hell they're talking about, and they know that. So that's why they can say anything to you, because they know you don't know what the hell they're talking about, and you can care less. Obviously and honestly, they know that. Okay, anyway. So as I understand it, there are cause and effects, as I said. There's the boomerang. There is reaping what you've sown. And I've said that through meditation, for me, things start to be uncovered, because that's the job of the subconscious, to resolve stuff and neutralize it. Okay, whether you caused it or your your past personalities caused it. And I won't get into any more of that. Just consider your subconscious mind as a hard drive, if you want to see it that way, that holds important information in it. And each time it's the subconscious mind's responsibility to remind you of factors that need to be resolved and neutralized. So they'll impulse you every now and then. It's best to be impulsed while you're in meditation, so that you can deal with it more on a more calm level, because meditation calms you. So for me, what it has done for me is just help me resolve issues, and it usually is done with the thoughts we have, and why we're having these particular thoughts, because that's where it starts. It starts nowhere else. It doesn't start in the emotions. It doesn't start in the feelings, the visions, what you're hearing. It starts in your thoughts. Your thoughts generate all of this chaos or calm and peace, whichever you prefer. But some of us are so unconscious, delusional, belief stricken, and we say, oh, somebody else is going to take care of it. And we say terms like, oh, no, I'm blessed, honey. I'm blessed. I don't need to be worried about that. I'm highly favored. I don't need to be worried about all that. Or God got me. That's one I heard all the time. Oh, yeah, God got me. Okay. And that's fine, if that's what you believe. Because it's nothing but belief. It's nothing but belief to have all of that going on, in your thoughts, all that illogical, it's illogical, it's unreasonable, and doesn't make any sense. And you don't have to admit that to anybody but yourself, because that's, at the end of the day, as I've said, it's going to come to you to resolve. You're going to have to resolve all of this. Otherwise, either you resolve it on your own, because it is your responsibility and accountability to resolve things and make it right. And it starts with your thoughts. And once you sit down in meditation, things will come forward for you to deal with and resolve and make neutral. Or as they say, make peace with it. So, because like I said, we reincarnate over and over and over again. And I'm not going to get into all whether you believe that or not. That's fine. Again, billions of people are talking to you all over. Billions of thoughts are going all through the planet, all through the environment, the climate. If you need to pick up something from what I'm saying or anybody else, it's going to impulse you, and it's going to require you to think, it's going to give you a ping or whatever of something to think about. All right. So as I understand it, and how I've applied these things is, again, the subconscious mind, which we all have. It has many terms. A lot of people will come through here and give you all these terms. I mean, I wouldn't, you can focus on those terms if you want, but I just want to make it simple for people, as I understand it. It works, as a matter of fact, it works. And so if you want to know if something works or not, it works, I'm telling you, for me. And I'm sure it'll work for you if you take the time to apply it. But it does start with eliminating beliefs. At some point in time, you're going to have to eliminate your beliefs. Your beliefs are what's... Yeah, that's better. A little better. Your beliefs also make you stuck. You are stuck in belief when you have beliefs. Because, like I said, if you say, I believe I can fly, well, and if I ask you to fucking fly, are you going to be able to do so? I doubt it. But in your mind, you can say anything. In your thoughts, you can believe anything. Okay, so and that's childish to have all these beliefs that are, first of all, you cannot even manifest on your own. Okay, you say that, you always think that somebody else outside of you is going to manifest all this stuff. And I'm telling you that as well is not true. But take what you need and keep it moving. All right, so here we go. The subconscious mind, as I understand it, okay? And don't get so caught up on that anyway. Subconscious mind, consciousness, just know this is what, it has to be an action. We put too many words on things. Just bring in some action. Walk the talk. Okay, just walk the talk and do it, and then move on. Now, subconscious mind. So, our thoughts. Everything starts in our thoughts. Everything. So, what our thoughts are, it's just it's energy. Energy. Our thoughts are energy. That power up stuff, see it that way. If I'm a vision, that's why so I have to visualize it. But whatever you hear, whatever you feel, use your way of expression to understand the words coming out of my mouth and sense, what I'm saying to you, and how I want to touch you with as much information as I can. Okay. So here we go. So as I understand it, like I said, in a simplified form, my subconscious mind is attempting to reach me with certain bits of information so that I can resolve things and neutralize these illogical actions of my behavior, which came via my thoughts. And for example, if there's something that I've done that was totally unreasonable, and I knew it was, or even if I didn't know, there's certain things that you will know what is right or what is wrong. Okay, that's an instinctual thing that you cannot hide from yourself. You know when something is right or wrong. You know that. We're old enough to know that, and when I say old enough of personalities that exist at this present time in 2023, because of the many reincarnations we've had, we've developed a sense of knowing what is right and what is wrong. Okay, we do. No matter how ignorant we pretend to be, and that's a lot of that goes on. We would pretend to be ignorant and unknowing, and letting somebody else worry about it, and becoming lazy in how we're thinking, and believing, no, that doesn't happen to me. So let's say, for example, let me give you an example of something. It's not necessarily anything I've dealt with, but I'll put it out there because this happens a lot, and that's why like secrets. Now, secrets are different from being private. I consider myself private. I do not carry secrets. In my opinion, secrets, if they get exposed, they can destroy, they can blow up, they can cause destruction. That's why I don't keep them. And I don't keep others' secrets as well. I don't hold on to, because holding on to someone else's secrets will do the same thing. It'll be a cause and effect. So, for example, you were part of a group of people, that decided to do certain things against certain people, or against an individual, either for financial gain, or for reasons to destroy this person, or for reasons of unknown. Say, for example, there's a group of you, 10 of you. You can say 10. I like 10 because that's, pretty manageable. You're a group of 10, and you come up with this idea of how to exploit people, how to spam people, how to rob people, how to take from people, how to lie to people. You devise this plan, and it's like I said, it's about destroying somebody, bringing an end to somebody, taking from that person, especially exploiting them, spamming them, whatever means. The means are nefarious. That's why you keep secret. That's why you talk about this stuff in secrets, in caves, in back alleys, as people say, these metaphors, in offices and unknown locations. You're planning this major event, and that it's will create chaos and destruction, but that's the whole idea, right? Cause and effect very well. If you cause this effect will happen. But in the middle and in the chaos of it all, you can reap benefits from that result or that chaos you caused. Financial, whatever. It's usually something materialistically inclined. Always. It's always about the materialness of it all. And what is crazy is, people doing this don't realize the energy of it all. Because it's invisible energy. So in other words, that's why I say cause and effect. So you can think, so you can be in these rooms or wherever, you could just say in a certain environment, and you're discussing things among yourselves, and you don't think you're being heard. You don't think you're being seen, and you don't think you're being felt. Okay, your thoughts are felt all over the planet, actually, in unsuspecting places and things and events. You're always included in these nefarious plans, right? You're always included as well. So it's almost like you're going against yourself, or going against factors that mean something to you. You're trying to destroy these people, but you're destroying your own family via, other factors. So it is a cause and effect. Anytime you do something where it's nefarious or not, you are included in those plans. So it's like you're planning against yourself. So, and you know this. I mean, you know that it's nefarious. That's my point. You know what your intentions are. Your intentions is to inflict harm. Okay, because if it were peace, the results would reflect that right now. But no, it's about taking and believing nobody knows about it, and believes nobody's. So while you're watching us, you're being watched. Always. Okay. So what the subconscious mind does is just gives you the impulses. You need to resolve this. You need to resolve this. And neutralize it. Okay, and be managing of your thoughts. Okay, because you're affecting the climate, the animals, and human beings with all of this. And the most important thing is our planet. Okay. Each planet has a certain level of vibrational impulses circling the universe. They're invisible. It's energies, forces of energy. Okay, each planet has that, where you're at a certain vibrational level, and your responsibility is to constantly raise it and raise it via your consciousness, your thoughts. All planets have that, and what it and that is the nature of a human being with like I said, with a human being with instructions already attached as to what your responsibilities and accountabilities are. It's not about the individual human being only. The individual human being is nothing without the instructions attached, giving them the tools and abilities to do what they need to do. Human beings do not create anything. Okay, human beings are not creating anything except chaos and destruction. Okay, they don't have any effect on anything else other than chaos and destruction. And over the course of time, that'll be revealed. All the destruction a human being caused, because the human being thought they were that being of individual. Thought so much more about being a human being than understanding there's responsibility to being a human being. Again, we came with instructions. Okay, it was our mistake to think that we were above those instructions and that we could leapfrog over everybody, even over the space and time, and change that. And all we did is caused an unleashing of forces that we're not going to be able to manage. So my suggestion is make things easier on yourself. And if you do have these deep, dark, hidden secrets that were wrong and nefarious in nature, but you chose to hide and not say anything and think it don't affect me, you're mistakenly wrong. It does affect you. And what you can do is do everything in your power to resolve it. Whatever that means to you is whatever it means to you. But it is your responsibility to unleash all of this stuff that you're holding and make things easier on yourself. Take some of this load off your thoughts, because those secrets, they're around. They'll manifest themselves in certain things, and it reminds you that you have them. And each time your subconscious mind is going to ping you, impulse you, hey, you need to deal with this. You need to handle this. This needs to be resolved. In that sort of, it's not a forceful way. It's not a coercive way. It's just almost a reminder. Hey, in a neutral fashion, you need to resolve this. You need to resolve this. That's your job. Resolve it. Resolve it. Resolve it, and release it, and deal with other factors that have. I mean, we all have a huge storage of stuff that we need to resolve. And our subconscious mind, at the right time, releases it for you in instincts, like I said, whether it's in an instinctual, gut feeling, sensing and receiving manner. You get them in your dreams, and panic attacks and anxiety attacks and health issues, crises with your family, your friends, people around you, in your environment. Like, hey, we need to deal with this. We need to deal with this and resolve it. If you have some of these nefarious secrets, deep, dark, well, it don't have to be dark, but, that's what people attach to the word dark. Just secrets. Secrets are secrets. And if you know that they were right or wrong, which you knew they were wrong, that's why you made them secrets, and nobody else but a few handful of people know it. And they knew it was for nefarious reasons. So consider it. Don't ruminate over it. just, do your meditation. And while you're doing your meditation, you must observe to a fashion of no thought. You don't want to go into meditation asking questions and talking in your thoughts. You want your thoughts to be focused and refined on the breathing in and out. And almost sitting there waiting for instructions. You and don't expect anything more than that. Instructions can come in many forms. But again, the most important thing for you to do is sit down and concentrate on breathing in, concentrate on breathing out. Start with 5 minutes, increase it 10 minutes, 50, just start somewhere. And start paying attention so that you are prepared and you're not, because some of us are just going to be swirling in the sea of an abyss forever and ever and ever. In other words, you're gonna always be experiencing deja vu. Haven't I been here before? Haven't I dealt with that before? Haven't I done? You're gonna be in a constant state of deja vu, and it's gonna drive you insane because you're gonna say, well, why? Asking these same questions. Why is this? Why is that? There's a reason for it all, and you can't use ignorance anymore. There's no such thing. Well, there is. People say it, but you can't use your ignorance and unknowing anymore. This planet has gone through too many episodes of dealing with our bullshit as human beings, not following instructions and making it easier. So now we just have to reap what we've sown and do the best we can to get through these storms and chaos and destruction. I'm going to do my best to help. Okay? So I want to send peace and love and, have a good day. See you soon.